coming off of winning the J Paint and getting promoted to the Champions League, it's time to get back to trying to make some money. Look how many players we got. We got 22. Then we got older guys like Bassi we got to get rid of. And let's see who else we could get rid of. Because remember, my thing is anyone over 30 we got to get rid of. They're not going to be part of our future plans. And then if we could find any way to get a little bit of money, that'd be great. Because one thing I've learned about playing this game is you can't operate in the negatives. So we got $2 million right now, but some of it's from winning. Some of it's like a revenue sharing thing. And we're just going to keep Pinto in England. We're not going to fire a guy who came with us when we had nothing. So we're just going to keep him in England where he don't really got to do much and just stay here for 9 months. But now in terms of our guys, like we got to go get somebody from, I believe, Belgium. So we're going to send him to Belgium for 9 months. Hamilton, our better scout. And we spend a couple $100,000 just setting up our scouting network. So, yeah, you can't really operate in the red in this game, bro. You don't have any money to pay your players if you start doing stuff like that. So, yeah, we're trying to sell guys just so we can make sure we can afford to basically run the team. It's kind of like I'm the damn owner or something, because in all reality, I should just be worrying about my squad, not this other stuff. So we got a couple guys that look good, but we're going to go with Trumbik. He's a striker. And then we have Vucic. He is... What the heck is he? A midfielder? That was weird. Normally it tells you. I found it just now with Trumbik. But either which way, man, Trumbik is going to probably be our guy. Let me look at my map. Italy, Netherlands, moving on in their European Championship. And it looks like, yeah, Trumbik is our guy. We got an offer from Bristol City. Not really our problem anymore. I believe we're above them. So I have no problem selling him to those kinds of teams. Get a couple $100,000 for him. And Italy is winning and moving on. England. And Italy ends up winning the European Championship for 2020. Not my problem. My team's an American team. And we're already here in August. That's all I need to worry about. We're playing Scunthorpe. Yeah. I don't care about their name. I don't care about their weird looking fist holding a tower. What is that? Is that one of the things the cheerleaders yelling to? Well, shit. Oh, dang. That was way too close for comfort. And the crazy part is, yeah, we got Trumbik and Vucic starting, but then we got Topoko on the bench. So that's going to be one of the weird dynamics too, is now we're going to have FIFA 21 where Trumbik is the star and then we got to have Topoko on the team. So yeah, we got a little bit of work to do, stuff to do going forward. Now we're here in September for the Capital One Cup. I think we won that last game though, right? Didn't we win it like 4-3? Either way, we got Peterborough again. And crazy enough, bro. Again, I don't know what it is about this Peterborough team. But I know they out trying to get revenge against us, definitely for sure. Because we're the reason we took the J Paint from them. And then we're the reason they're still in League 2 instead of the Champions League. So I honestly feel like this is our rival right now. Like, I don't know who Wycombe's actual rivals are, and I could obviously Google that right now without a problem. So let me just Google that. Wycombe's actual rivals are... what the heck? It says a non-league club, Slowtown. Then there's Colchester, Oxford, Milton Keynes, Dons, Luton Town, Reading. But shoot, we added Peterborough to it on our own because, boy, we keep having to go up against these dudes, man. How come Topoko, well, he ain't starting no more, so that would make sense. I was about to say, how come Topoko ain't the captain anymore? And that's what I said. I'm pretty sure Ferdinand has been the captain for them every single time. Like the way how we've been going about it, we don't have as much stability and as much continuity. We just throwing shit at the ceiling, hoping it stick, man. Right now with this team, we've won though, but we don't have like the. I've been here for a couple years. This would be my third season, but really my second because last year was all blended together into one. So this is my second season being able to play in these tournaments. So I feel like we're behind in a sense going up against these other established clubs with a little bit more, I don't know, continuity. And then here we are, look like we about to get our ass eliminated. So finally, Peterborough is about to upset us, get revenge, because they're up 1-0 and this is like the last couple kicks trying to get the clock gone. I mean, we're going to try to score. I'm not dumb, like, but the clock is where it is. So yeah, Peterborough finally gets a win in the night. Look at the type of dumb shit we be on though. I know y'all see that. They beat us in the 90th freaking minute. So they probably beat us in that garbage time, in that extra time, stoppage time, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I've been getting screwed by stoppage time, bro. Like I've given games up in stoppage time before. I feel like god damn, we was gonna at least tie, bro. But hey, I mean, it's just like real life, bro. They gotta get something sometime. We can't dominate them like that because we really don't have a dominant team yet. So we out of this tournament right away. We're eliminated, which sucks. How the hell they score on us? That bullshit? I was about to say, no way they scored that nonsense on us. Look at that. We had opportunities to Poco in the game. No, that's some number 20 something dude. He ass. I want to see how they scored on us. That was a shitty cross. This it right here, I was about to say, that better not go between your legs and nutmeg you. How did they score on us? Oh, that's it right there. Strike. That was a good kick. And it didn't look like we got a man of the match. They say, y'all boys, y'all choke. Y'all don't get no man of the match. And look at the Capital One Cup. You got freaking Aston Villa going against Markham. Smoked them. Like, that was bad. Chelsea against Millwall. Well, that's EPL on EPL crime. That's not too bad. But they 3-0'd them. That's what I was saying. If you get the draw, like Huddersfield upset Birmingham City, you could play these bigger teams. Trumbick ain't did a damn thing for us in that matchup. Because you know I'm always looking for the young stars to do something. That boy didn't do a goddamn thing. But here we are. We have an opportunity to sign some of these young guys and bring them on to help us. We got 1.8 million right now. So Juric is from Croatia. We got Ellis. He's from England, which is good. That means Pinto finally got us somebody. And then we got Gabrick. He is from Croatia. So we could at least add these three dudes to the fold right now. So we still have the 2 from the first year, 2 from this year so far, and then now we're going to add another 3. So we got about 7 young guys coming in. And we're here in December, by the way, in case y'all guys didn't know how I do my signings, which is usually July and then December. Basically midway, trying to get some young guys in. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be honest with you, is I'm going to go look for a new job. And the reason why is a place like Crystal Palace. They got $12 million. They're 13th. Right now, Wycombe is 11th. But I feel like we kind of tapped out. I really feel like in all reality, this is the best Wycombe's going to be. And it's going to take way too goddamn long for us to compete trying to 7 little players here. Like, Nah, bro, we need the budget. And it's crazy because I'm gonna go to a team. I should get the offer that we're like 2 spots better than. But with a budget of $12 million, see, look at this. This guy's pretty good. With a budget of $12 million, and I've looked at their roster. They got way better freaking players than us. They got 80s on their roster. We got freaking 60s. Like, we're overachieving right now. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, we're really playing above and beyond of what we should be. So, I think if I ever want to, like, really be successful, I need to move along. And another thing that messed with me, too, as I was going through it is, Wycomb's supposed to get demoted in real life, and I don't play about stuff like that. So, since they're supposed to get demoted and relegated this year, I'm trying to get off this squad, bro. Now, if I get that Crystal Palace job, it's going to be crazy because this actually goes back to how it used to be. So, whatever Trumpet does, I won't know. They don't let you look at other teams' stats. So, when I play FIFA 21, it'll be realistic. But here it is. I got the offer from Crystal Palace. And there's a whole story. So January 3rd, 2021, I'm going to Crystal Palace. They're going to pay me $21,000 a week. We're going to have $12 million behind us, which will be the biggest budget I've ever started with. And we're staying in the Champions League. But the crazy part is I need to get them up to the EPL. So I have no time for nonsense. Like, we need to win just like I did when I got the Wycombe as soon as possible. And with that being said, you see right here, we already got games a couple weeks from now a week from now. But I'll start to sell just to see if I can make a little bit more money off of like the older guys. So you see here, 30-year-old, we can sell him. I want to see with Crystal Palace, they should have been in the EPL, and I think they were there. But I got to get there and kind of get them to where they need to be is basically what's going on right now. So they were supposed to be promoted in 2013. And the crazy thing about it is with this game, remember we started in 2012. So they should have been in it this whole way. And I'm going to use my $12 million to get me a scout, bro. I don't care about the cost. Let's get us a good scout. That's going to be the first thing that we need, obviously, to build from within. And like I said, we got the FA Cup match coming up. That'll probably be our first test coming on the 10th. And, I mean, yeah, bro, y'all got to go. Not because you're bad, just because I need some bread. Like, I know I got to spend on the scouting, and I know that we need money. After I spend half of the money on a scout, we need money coming in. So if we could get some guys out, a couple 100,000, whatever thousand they could get for them, let's get them. But I'll be honest, this is the best team I've been a part of, like way better than Red Bull with the 80s and the 70s. And like the only problem is you got to remember they're at the second division in England. So a bunch of 70s is not necessarily going to win for you. That's why they're 13th. And we're going to go back to Belgium because that's where we were trying to get our next guy for 22. So we're going to go get back to scouting Belgium and having such a good scout. Osborne, that's a 4-star everything. He should be able to get the players I need within freaking 3 months of work. And did I say 22? It should be 21. I'm tripping. Because 20, well, no. So it will be going forward, yeah, for 22. My bad. Yeah, I did say the right thing. And now we're going up against, this is a Leeds team that just eliminated us when we were with Wycombe. So now you see the tables turn, we get the dub. Remember, they beat us out of a tournament. I believe it was obviously last year, but still, they beat us out of a tournament. So now, again, this is literally us going to the bigger club and having a bigger budget and more fans behind us. And so, like I told y'all, I would tell you what the story was. So, it was important for me to pick Crystal Palace because I don't know how, who, what, when, why, where, but I was watching an EPL game, bro. And I seen them play, and I was like, yo, who the freak is Eze? Like, who the hell is John Philippe Mateta? Who the f are these dudes, bro? And I was like, all right, bro, I got a new team. Because that's what I believe in. Like, when you watch a team play, if they make you feel some type of way, like, we're going against Stoke City. They're not good. We get the dub. I think that's how you know, like, kind of what your team is. They were playing Everton, February 15th, bro. And I was like, yo, who is these dudes? So when I got the opportunity a couple days later when I was making this, I was like, yeah, we out. Just like how, you know, if I was to get opportunity with the Yankees or with the Knicks or the Nets or stuff like that. So obviously, remember, I had stalled my negotiations with the American team. So now I got to go in there and accept it because at the end of the day, we're in 2020. We got a World Cup coming up in 2 years. We already know I want to be here. I was really just trying to bullcrap and see if I would ever get an England opportunity. But right now, everything's working for me. Everything's going fine. We're here. Another FA Cup matchup. This is an important match because we're really going against the big dogs here in Chelsea. So I might have to jump in there and try. And it's crazy because the guys we have on here, this dude that we keep seeing, Williams, he's actually good. And then Zaha, yeah, them two boys, yeah, they nice. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Those were the two guys that were 80 overalls, and they're the reason why I chose Crystal Palace as well. Like, yes, I do feel like this is my new team going forward in real life. But also, like, looking at the roster at this current time, those two dudes are nice. And you know what's crazy? Talking about Zaha and Williams. I know Zaha was actually probably, Wilfred Zaha was probably one of the greatest players to play for Crystal Palace. Let's just keep it a buck. After I did my research and stuff like that, and I went and I looked at it, this is a dude that played, like 290 something games for them at one point, just from 2015 to 2023. So he was there for a while. That's what, like 9 years? And he had 291 appearances, 69 goals. So he's one of their best players ever. And then Jay Williams. I never looked him up, bro. I actually never looked him up. Let's see what he did. His name is Johnny Williams. He's actually my age. That's crazy. So he's not even that old. And he plays for Gillingham right now. So he's probably like a older guy that's trying to be. Dang. So he played for Crystal Palace like his whole youth career and then played for them from 2011 to 2019. But he never scored for them. What is he, a defender? Oh, he's a midfielder. He never scored for them in 55 appearances in 9 years, basically. That's crazy. That is sick. But he's only scored like 2, 3, 5, 21 goals in his whole career. So I guess it is what it is. But this is one of those moves to me where, like, I don't know, let's put it in football terms. It's like if you were to go to the Buccaneers. Like, it's a franchise, especially, well, no. So we end up losing 2-0, by the way. Would it be the Buccaneers or, I'm trying to think, like, it's one of those situations like where the coach really matters, so it wouldn't even be the Buccaneers. Trying to think. In NFL terms, me going to Crystal Palace, especially going from Wycombe. So, kind of the way I would look at it is, well, because Crystal Palace is not a championship team. They're like on the same wavelength as we are. So that's why I'm kind of having a hard time. It's like kind of going from the Jaguars to the Chargers, kind of like weird. Or it's like going from like the Jaguars or the Chargers, like one of those teams. Probably the Chargers, I guess, because they're a little bit more successful. Or even the Jaguars, like they're basically the same, right? It's like going from one of those teams and then you go to the Bengals, low key. And we're not talking about the Bengals that made the Super Bowl. We're just talking about like in general. Like you're going from a team that, you're good enough. You've been showing improvement, the Jaguars and the Chargers, but then you're going to the Bengals because you're like, okay, they haven't been able to get it figured out, but shoot, I could probably help them. And Jara, our goalkeeper, was the man of the match. Or even the Bills, but I don't know. Those two teams, I feel like, have been to like the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship. So I'm trying to find like it. Low key, it would be the Ravens, but I can't say the Ravens because the Ravens have so much success during the regular season. But that's basically what I just did. I went from like the up and coming team that I built from the ground up, like the Chargers, Jaguars, and then I said, cool, now I'm going to go to Cincinnati where we just need a few tweaks. We got all the pieces. Let's go win. And so, I don't know, basketball wise, shoot, that's kind of like, I mean, I guess you don't need 15 million different examples, but I don't know, like basketball wise, shoot, what's a team that got built? Well, the Thunder, Cavs, and that's what I want to treat this like now, though. I want to say, like, hey, now where I'm at, I want to build them into like the Thunder or the Cavs where they become a actual contender. Why did I even show that, bro? I be doing some dumb crap sometimes. Why did I even show the oh, because it made me. I forgot. Coming off of the game, it made me go into the transfer deadline. But right here, we're gonna play this game definitely because it's a homecoming and it's at Wycombe. So again, we're still in the same division. Well, league, I mean. So that's why we're gonna play this game. Basically, they've been doing good though. Look at that. They actually lost to Leicester, which makes sense. But then they won 2 games. They even beat Leeds. So maybe Leeds is just being shitty this year. But yeah, it's a chance for us to basically go against our old team that we just left a couple months ago. Or shit, might have been a month ago in all reality, how quick everything's happening. Show off our new toys low key. I'm trying to think basketball wise, yeah. Literally, I'm trying to make this into a Cleveland, Oklahoma City situation. Maybe you would say I'm coming from the Rockets. Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, kind of like the Rockets or like the Clippers. Because that's more of a lateral. The Rockets and the Clippers are more lateral. The only difference is Rockets built from the ground up. And I don't know if you would ever leave the Clippers to go to the Rockets. Maybe. Because, excuse me. Because that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't necessarily be. I want it to be like the Thunder and the Cavs, but it wouldn't really be that right off the bat. Wycomb's 11th. We're 10th. So we're literally battling for the same spots. Like we're literally right there. And then I'm not sure if the Champions League is the same as what we went through with League 2. I'm guessing it is. We need to get into the playoffs, so that's the only thing that matters right now. They got the young guys out there playing. I didn't look at it. Damn, I should have paid attention. Because I know I saw Vucic and Trumbik. I don't know if they had Topoko out there, though. I wonder. I mean, shit. Topoko's really not that good. He's just adequate, I feel like. I think he'll reach his potential, though, because shit, who's going to... Well, shit, Trumbik already took his spot, so never mind. I was going to say who's going to move him out the way. So here we are. Sakaja gets our first goal for us in the 56th minute. And let's see what... Oh, he slow played that. You know how I do. Slow played it. Turn. Fire. And we didn't end up blowing them out. Because that is the truth, though. We're evenly matched right now. Long term, no. Won't be. And actually, I'll be honest, this is literally like the decision I made in my real life to go from one school to another. And I don't like mentioning certain schools because, I just don't. But I basically made a decision like this too, where two teams were evenly matched. I went from one to the other because one was moving down. And it's funny because it was basically the same kind of score too. It was 6-0. We was losing going into like the third. And then it was 6-6 the third. And then we just turned up on them. Attrition. We just turned up on them. Ended up being 32-6. And it's crazy because that wasn't even my biggest win. My biggest win was like 42-0 that I've ever had as a coach. It's like, no, I'm lying. I 50 pointed somebody. I'm trying to think. But that game is weird because the other game that I had before that was like 31-6, we was beating their ass the whole time. That game was probably one of my hardest blowouts. So Sakaja was man of the match. And it was my hardest blowout because it was literally close until the third. And it really shouldn't have been. We was just doing dumb stuff, bro. Like, obviously, first game, learning the team and the players and how they move and pass. And then the other team, since it was my team, knew the plays. That was the funny thing. They knew what we was doing, and I knew what they was doing too. And it's crazy because they turned over the ball like 8 times. So that's another reason why they could have blew us out if only they held on to the ball. So Chelsea wins the Capital One Cup. And we're here in March. And there it goes, the end of another one of my videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon.